Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Global News reports that U.S. President Donald Trump has introduced uncertainty regarding a deal to end the war with Iran, just one day after declaring such an agreement was imminent. In a statement on Truth Social, Trump asserted that any deal he reaches would be good and proper, distinctly different from the Obama-era agreement, which he claimed provided Iran with substantial cash and a clear path to nuclear weapons. He specified his deal would be the exact opposite of the 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, from which the U.S. withdrew 3 years prior. While Trump consistently stresses the necessity of preventing nuclear weapon development, Iran has not publicly committed to abandoning its enriched uranium. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, during a visit to India, acknowledged significant progress in negotiations but stated it was not final progress, emphasizing the need for serious talks on nuclear weapons, long-term enrichment restrictions, and the fate of highly enriched uranium. In response, Iran's embassy in India reiterated its inalienable right to nuclear technology. If a deal is finalized, it is expected to lead to the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, thereby alleviating a global energy crisis that erupted after the U.S. and Israel's bombardment of Iran on February 28, prompting Iran to close the crucial waterway. Trump indicated that the blockade on Iranian ports, in place for over a month, would remain fully active until an agreement is reached, certified, and signed. Romuald Wadagni, Benin's former Minister of Economy and Finance, was inaugurated as president of the West African nation on May 24th, according to GG Press. The 49-year-old economist, who served as finance minister for 10 years under the previous administration, won April's presidential election with a decisive 94% of the vote. During his inauguration ceremony, Wadagni pledged to serve Benin with integrity, courage, and dedication for his 7-year term. He is credited with significantly reducing the country's fiscal deficit and fostering economic growth, although significant wealth disparity persists. President Wadagni faces considerable challenges, including addressing the existing socio-economic inequalities and tackling worsening security in the northern regions due to persistent attacks by Islamic extremists. He declared that his government would take a firm stance against all threats to national unity and security. Samsung Electronics and its labor union dramatically reached a tentative agreement on bonus distribution just an hour before a general strike, temporarily halting 160 days of tense wage negotiations that had global semiconductor industry implications. This bonus war, a direct byproduct of the AI era's super prosperity, exposed deep anxieties within South Korean society regarding wealth distribution and conflicts arising from performance-based compensation systems. While government mediation prevented the worst-case scenario of a complete shutdown of semiconductor production lines, the dispute's complex aftermath continues to resonate across the nation, highlighting broader societal challenges in managing the economic shifts brought by artificial intelligence. Source: Lianfa Zhao Bao. GG Press reports that a Japanese man in his 60s, who was trekking in the mountainous region of Skardu in northern Pakistan, went missing and was subsequently found dead. Authorities announced on the 23rd that the man's body was discovered at the bottom of a deep rock crevice, suggesting he may have fallen accidentally. The man had reportedly lost contact about a week prior while near Mosro Rock, a popular tourist spot situated over 3,700 meters above sea level. There were also reports that the man himself had placed a call stating he was lost before his disappearance. Rescue teams retrieved the body and transported it to a hospital as investigations continue into the exact cause of death. Russia launched a series of drone and missile attacks on Ukraine overnight, hitting the capital Kyiv and surrounding areas like Bila Tserkva, killing at least 4 people and injuring about 100. The strikes damaged residential buildings, schools, and infrastructure. Both the BBC and The Guardian reported that Russia used the hypersonic Oreshnik ballistic missile, a claim later confirmed by the Russian Defense Ministry, marking its third known use since the 2022 invasion. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky condemned the attacks on civilian locations as genuinely deranged and emphasized that they should not go without consequences. The Russian Defense Ministry stated the attack was in retaliation for Ukraine's own strikes on civilian facilities on Russian territory, following a Ukrainian drone hitting a Russian dormitory in Starobilsk, which Russia claimed killed 18, though Ukraine said it hit a military drone unit. This news is from UPI. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.